Hello friends, and welcome to another episode of Vintage Soul Creates. This is another vlogmas special we have here, and today I'm going to show you how to make a very simple fabric stocking. Anybody can make this. You don't need to be a skilled sewer, seamstress. You don't need to have much special equipment. You just need a pair of scissors, a piece of fabric, some yarn, a darning needle. You can also use a regular needle and regular thread if you want to, or embroidery thread, whatever floats your boat. I just made these last year with what I had on hand, which was a darning needle and some yarn, because we couldn't find our stockings and we were out of town. So we went to the fabric store and we bought some fabric, and we had some yarn, and I had, well, of course I had yarn and darning needles. So my husband and I just kind of, my husband and my mom and I kind of whipped these out for everybody last year, and they were a lot of fun, and they were really easy. You can make them any size that you want. I'm going to make a kind of small one today just for, purposes of filming. This is just a fat quarter of fabric that I got in a pack of fat quarters. It's not ironed. It's not perfect. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to take my marker. We'll just get started right into this. Like I said, you can do this pretty much any size that you want. I'm going to take, since I didn't iron this, I'm going to pin some edges together to keep it relatively straight. It would be better to just iron it, but I will be honest, I did not want to set my ironing board up, so I didn't. And that's why I'm pinning it instead. But you don't need to pin it. That's completely not necessary. That's just something that I'm doing because I'm not ironing it. And I want to keep it straight. This has been folded up in my fabric basket for a while. For a long while. I don't even know when I bought this fabric. It's pretty old. Okay, so let me just make sure we're all in frame here. Yeah, okay. So you're just going to take your washable marker, and on the wrong side of the fabric, you're going to draw out a stocking shape. When I did this last year, we made a template because we were making 8 stockings. But if you're just making a couple, you can just freehand them, or make a template if you feel more comfortable with that. It's really up to you. Okay, so I'm going to do, let's see. Okay. I'm going to go almost all the way to the edge here. And you can also, what I'm doing here, I'm using the folded edge as part of my design. I'm going to cut it still so that I can stitch all the way around the stocking. But you can use the folded edge if your fabric, basically if you have enough fabric and it allows for that, you can use the folded edge so that you have one less side to sew if you're more comfortable with that. Totally up to you. That's what's great about projects like this, is they are super, super versatile. You can use any fabric. The fabric that we used last year was not at all Christmassy. It's I got some fabric with dogs on it, and I got some fabric with fish on it, and I got some geometric design fabric, and some fabric with deer, just whatever strikes your fancy for what you want to make for you and your family is what is right. Okay. Pull this back so you can see what I'm doing. These scissors are not super sharp, but that's part of the thing here. It doesn't really matter. Usually for sewing, you want super sharp scissors because that makes sure that you have clean edges and all of that. But when it comes to something like this, you don't need special sewing scissors. You do not need things to be perfect. The whole point of these is that they are kind of rustic, and that makes them cute. Okay. Now, you're just going to take these, put the wrong sides together, because we're sewing these on the outside. They're that easy. And then find some yarn or some thread that you like to go with it. I'm going to use, let's see, what do I have over here that would be cute? I should have probably planned this out before I started the video. That would have been a good idea. But I didn't, so I'm going to go with this one. This one's cute. Okay. And cut yourself a nice long piece of yarn. You can always add more if you end up with too little of a piece. I don't know why I just licked that like it was thread. Not the same. To thread a darning needle, if you've never done it before, pull up like that. I'll show you again. You place the yarn over the darning needle, turn it to the side, pull it tight. You'll get a little loop there, and it should just go right on. Okay, so here we go. I'm just going to find a place to start. I'll start at the top right here. And we're just going to do a simple blanket stitch. Now I'll show you how to do the blanket stitch in case you've never done that before, and then I'm going to go ahead and speed through this video because you don't really need to hear me talk while I do this. Okay, so for a blanket stitch, you're going to come back through here and you're going to catch this yarn on the other side. So, well, first of all, I should have tied my yarn. That would make this make more sense. But it's going to look like that. And then let me just tie this real quick. Didn't leave myself a particularly long tail to tie with, but that's alright. I mean, these are basically just meant to be quick, cute little festive things to share with your family. They don't need to be perfect again. So there, that's your blanket stitch. And so again, you're just going to go down some amount of space. Start pulling your yarn through. Oops, I'm caught on my scissors. Get those out of the way. And then catch this loop of yarn and pull it through. And you know, if you are well versed in stitching, you could use all kinds of stitches for this. I did this one last year because we were just trying to do something fast. When we realized that we didn't have our stockings, we were just like, okay, how can we make sure that we have stockings for Christmas? Because at least in our family, stockings are a big part of Christmas morning, so the fact that we didn't have them was a little disappointing, and we wanted to make sure that we had something to stuff with goodies. Alright, got a little tangle here. Not to worry. There we go. You know, I don't usually get tangles when I'm in the middle of doing something like this, but of course while I'm filming the video I would. Okay, so at this point I'm just gonna speed through the rest of this. Hopefully my battery on my camera lasts, and if it doesn't, you might see a little hiccup in the video, but otherwise I will be back with the finished stocking. Okay. And there it is. this little stocking. Now, you can use this as a stocking. You can turn down the top. You could even extend the top so that when you turn it down, it's lined. This one's a little awkward because I didn't intend it to be that way. You could make a lining for the top. You could sew a different contrasting fabric up here at the top. However you want to do it, this is a very versatile idea. This could be a gift bag, something you could, slip some gifts in and stick under the tree, tie it with a bow. You could even stitch the top up if you wanted to after you had gifts in it. And anyways, I mean, this is a really cute little project. You can, you can even do this with kids. Darning needles are not, like, sharp. They're, pointy, but they're not accidentally stab yourself pointy. They're not like a regular needle. If your kid can handle a pair of, like, safety scissors, they can handle a darning needle. Or if you're uncomfortable with that, you could even, pre-make the holes with something and use one of those plastic darning needles they sell in the yarn section at craft stores. And so yeah, I mean, so not sure what happened there. My footage cut off. I think maybe my SD card is getting close to being full or something. I'm not really sure. But anyways, what I was going to finish up to say is that this stocking here 100% is not perfect. It's not meant to be. It's meant to be cute. And I made a stocking just now in 30 minutes. Less than 30 minutes, actually. I think my timestamp on my camera when I put the last stitch in was 28 minutes. The video is going to be shorter because I'm going to speed through a lot of that. But the point is if you want a quick, easy project that you can knock out to have something handmade at your Christmas, this is a fun one to go with. You can use any fabric. You can use any yarn. It's versatile. It's customizable, and it's something that would be special for you and your family. And that, to me anyways, is what Christmas is all about, is making memories and, crafting with family. That's the whole thing. That's my favorite part of Christmas anyways, is creating things that everyone can enjoy. So here it is. This is it. I hope you make them. If you do, go ahead and find me on Facebook or Instagram and show me pictures of yours because I'd love to see them. If you like this video, please feel free to like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more Christmas crafts and fun and plenty more other craft videos during this vlogmas season and beyond. Yeah. It's been a good one. All right, toodaloo.